All right, guys, what's happening? Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. And doing another video today. And I really want to talk about something that I think is sneaky useful, kind of like the Dewalt pruner we were hitting on yesterday. And this is the 20 volt max portable tire inflator, or air inflator, excuse me, is what it's called. So you can see it's pretty self-explanatory. It inflates things. It is portable, so it's got this little housing down here, slide a battery in, boom, you're off to the races. It also, let me see if I can open it. It also has a DC port, so if you're out and about, maybe you got a car with a cigarette plug or something like that, you could hook it up without a battery, but I think most of the time you're gonna buy it because you wanna slide your battery in and have an air inflator. This thing is crazy useful. Again, it's just one of those things that like kind of bought it on a whim. Like, I don't know if I'm really gonna use it. It would be handy to have, but it's great. You can keep it in your car and obviously it will inflate. It has two sides. So let me just do more of a full product review before I start trying to assess it here. But so it's got this side, right? And this is like your traditional like air inflator, like you would have like on a pump, right? So it comes with, you can see a needle, comes with, what is that? A French link or something? I can't remember what that's called. Or maybe just like a standard pump. And then this, which I don't know what we'll call it. We'll call it maybe like a cone for something that doesn't take like a full fitting and you just slide it in there. So super handy there. I'm gonna go ahead. Super handy. It's got all the fittings. And then on the other side, excuse me guys. On the other side, it's got just more of a general like hose. And so this side is great for, let me show you here. This side, let's say it hooks in here. Excuse me. Hooks in here. And then this side is great for like inflating an air mattress, like pool inflatables, things like that. Something that's just gonna take a long time. You can use it to blow up balloons. So it's just like super useful around the house. It gets used all the time. And it's portable, so you don't have to, if you're out by your pool, you don't have to run an extension cord. You could just bring this puppy out. It's got this really nice display here, so I'll show you. Turn it on. You select whether you're gonna use this hose, which is this, or this one, which is this. Keep in mind, I believe this is could probably give you more throughput, so just more air, but not as much pressure. And you come over here, assuming you use the tire side, you can actually dial what you want the PSI to be. It'll stop once it hits that point. And then something like this, again, like an air mattress, it's not necessarily a specific PSI, you're just looking for, you're just looking to blow it up, and then when it feels firm, you'll cut it off. It's cool, it's got a light on it, you can see here. Not too big of a package, but it's definitely not a pocket-sized tool. If you truly want just like a tire inflator, which is just like one of those real small ones to keep in your car, this might be a little bit overkill, but it's really nice. It's nice to have a removable battery because it ceases to become a tool that you have to charge all the time, right? Like, who's gonna be like, let me go plug that air inflator in before we go to the beach tomorrow? Like, that becomes a task. But if you got a bunch of batteries sitting around because you use tools, and you're walking out the door and you go, oh, that air inflator would be cool. You grab a battery, you grab your air inflator, boom. You never really think about it as its own thing. And to me, that makes it really convenient. It is a little big, but it's well made. It's got this rubber here, kind of these bumpers here. It's got rubber bumpers down here. You can see the way this housing is set up here in the bottom. Like here, I'll show you the small battery, right? But you can put a much bigger battery there too if you want. It's got this nice chunky rubber handle. Yeah, it's just a really well-made product. It works super well. Obviously, I mean, it just inflates air. I have like a little pancake compressor that I used to use all the time. Obviously hook up a nail gun to it, hook up an air wrench, stuff like that. But 90% of the time, what we were using it for was kids wanted to fill up the tires in their bikes. They wanted to fill up a pool float, things like that. And so I'd end up using it, but it's kind of annoying. It's super loud. You plug it in, it goes, ah! Then you have to bleed off the air when you're done. Otherwise, you're leaving it under pressure. So it just worked, but it wasn't the best. And this serves that purpose way better. Plus, again, like if you're using a plug-in air compressor, you might have to drag it over to your car if you want to fill up the tires or top them off. With something like this, you just pick it up and you go. So if you're not parked in the garage, you're parked, you know, I don't know, 20 feet away. You don't have to run an extension cord, all that good stuff. It's just super, super functional, and I think well worth it. So I'm calling this sneaky useful. I definitely think it's great to have in your arsenal if you don't already have something that you know, checks the box for you. And if you do, and you think that this is kind of a waste, I'd love to hear about it too. Like, to me, it's kind of cool, but yeah, definitely can see different perspectives here. So let me know what you think. I got it. I think it was a little pricey. I don't recall. Maybe $150. So I guess in that regard, it's kind of like you may just want to deal with what you got already. But otherwise, cool product. Comes in a nice little package. Gets used by the kids all the time. It's not even a question how often they are using it. I use it for air mattresses. I use it. Honestly, the kids know where this is. And so does my wife, and they use it. Somebody has a birthday, you're blowing up a bunch of balloons. I use it too. Pretty cool. So anyway, tell me what you think. Love to hear more from you guys, and otherwise I'll see you tomorrow.